Yo, ladies and gentlemen, number two for the day. What are you talking about? We're out here grinding. What do you mean? I'm about to start dropping videos to where you guys are like, damn, AG, when do you go to sleep? Never. That's when I go to sleep. Nah, I'm playing. I go to sleep quite seldom though. 4 to 6 hours, I'm good to go. But anyways, people, we're jumping in to the Bradley Yohn situation. Now, we've been through a bunch of witnesses. It was a bit of a boring witness last time. It was just a detective who gathered information. And I think it was boring because, one, the cameraman sucked. Terrible. And number two, the audio wasn't working that day. And I don't know if they just expected us to not realize or what, but yeah, bruh, we couldn't hear shit. It was no microphones working that day. Anyways, we're moving on into more of the situation here. This is before and as he's getting sentenced. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. He calls the judge a piece of shit, and I don't know how. I just know that that's what happens, and we need to see how this shit unfolds. So anyways, people, grab the popcorn, the ganja, the drinks, the juice, anything you guys need. Come with me and let's enjoy some idiots over here trying to represent themselves. Now, hold on. Just before we continue, I know I just started, but from the look of the man's hair and his demeanor today, you could tell he's been going through it. He, I think at this point, realizes nothing's going to work, and he is fed up. You could see it in his body language. Let's continue.
Your Honor, I object to the continuance that far off. As I said, I did not get the order last time I was here in court. It was not mailed to me. It was not given to me upon leaving the courtroom. I've had motions in since that time and after. I have motions filed from October 20th, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motions from October 20th and 2 as of right now from November 16th. The motions from October 20th were filed before that last court date, whereas I was told that we would come and have the motion hearing today on the 30th.
Guess what? Maybe all those motions are nonsense or bullshit. And, there's a such thing as, putting a motion forward as a lawyer, then having your paralegal, follow up, doing this, sending the same motion again, maybe requesting, there's a lot of things. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what the fuck you do, but all I know is that real lawyers will tap in until their motion gets passed or denied. They're not just going to sit there in limbo and be like, oh, well, I put up 5 motions, Your Honor, and you didn't respond to none of them, so I don't know what the fuck to do. Get a lawyer, dog. That's what they do. This is what they do. Half of it's in trial. The other half is paperwork. He don't know how to do paperwork or trial. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself in a fucked position, just saying.
I actually sit right back there in the first pew and agreed to the hearing with Mr. Jones when he came and presented the order to me. He said, you obviously have no objection to that. I said, well, it's not as if I can object. We're not on the record.
I love how this whole time I didn't realize the prosecution's back is turned toward him. You have the woman, I forgot her name. She's cute. She's all right. I don't know why I said she's cute. She's attractive, I should say. Anyway, you got him turned like this. He like, fuck this guy. No, I'm looking at the AG Tactical screen. What did he just upload? Okay. Daryl Brooks video? Okay, 4 hours ago. Bradley Yohn 1 day ago. Okay, cool. He uploading. He's not paying no attention to this guy. Like, what the fuck? That shit is crazy. I feel like he's taking this a little personally. I don't know.
Motion hearing today on the 30th. I actually sit right back there in the first pew and agreed to the hearing with Mr. Jones when he came and presented the order to me. He said, you obviously have no objection to that. I said, well, it's not as if I can object. We're not on the record. And I was told that the hearings would be today. That's why I'm here prepared with all these motions.
Mr. Yohn, reading from the order that I signed on October 26th of 2022, the final sentence says defendant's remaining motions will be continued for selection of a hearing date to November 30th of 2022, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Second point, you filed motions.
So his motions will be dealt with when the judge already. Bro, see, this is why people who are this dumb shouldn't be able to represent themselves, because it makes the court look like a sham, bro. Whoever put that constitution is like, oh yeah, you have the right to represent yourself. They were thinking in a good way, but they could never foresee a man like Bradley Yohn, the gingerbreaded dumbass, the ginger who takes advantage of old women. Like this, that doesn't even sound right. He is a crackhead. I don't even care if he doesn't do crack or not. He's just a straight up crackhead, bro.
That the clerk have file stamped of November 28th. Motion to eliminate, motion for disclosure of discovery, and motion for disclosure from the courts. The state has the right to receive those motions in time to prepare to respond to those. So thinking that's going to happen overnight is not realistic thinking. So we're going to set all motions that are pending.
We're going to set all motions. Yeah. Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Fuck you talking about? It's my turn to talk, bitch. Fuck you thought this was. You know what I mean? And he really be trying to be lenient with this guy. You know, I ain't gonna lie. He really be trying to be lenient with him, trying to be respectful, trying to be cordial. But at the end of the day, like, he's an idiot.
As of today's date for December 14th at 2 o'clock. So we'll have you back here to argue those motions at that time.
Your Honor, may I ask why there's not a stenographer here in the courtroom today?
The stenographer is appearing by Zoom and is taking the recording down as authorized by Illinois Supreme Court rules.
Is there a reason for that?
It's just the way it's happening today.
It's natural that the stenographer's usually in the courtroom, right?
Mr. Yohn, I've answered your question. There is a stenographer taking the proceedings down via Zoom.
I also would like to object to the media being in the courtroom while I've not been given notice of that 14 days prior, and I've not been given notice today. So I'd like to object to that, and this being filed under coverage of the news this afternoon, as it always is.
Prosecution really has his back turned to this man right now. It's actually crazy. Like, bro is actually offended for the people, and I don't blame him. Like, with this guy spewing the actual cow shit out of his mouth and just like continuing to produce cow shit from the mouth, it might be kind of disgusting to witness. You know what I mean? So I guess turn your back to it, because that's what he's doing. He's literally just saying a bunch of nothings. Objecting to the media. Bro, the media's been in court this entire time. You weren't objecting back then, so what the fuck? Shut the fuck up and sit down.
Actions noted for the record and overruled. I have nothing else to take up in your cases today, Mr. Yohn, so I'm going to remand you to custody sheriff.
Your Honor, I am my own attorney. I have some issues to take up with the
If
court.
you file a written motion, notify the state of those issues, and then we can schedule those for a hearing.
It seems like things don't get filed, Your Honor. The clerk just is not filing. That's one of my reasons. Man, get off me, dude.
Mr. Yohn, you're remanded to the custody of the sheriff.
The clerk will start filing my stuff. The clerk will never file my stuff. That's why I'm sitting here trying to argue. Piece of shit.
Let's go.
He's done. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all just railroad this shit.
Nah, he's done. Piece of shit. You piece of shit. You're making folks from the South look bad, bro. All my Southerners out there, please let me know in the comments if you claim this man or not. I hope not.
Never file my stuff. That's why I'm sitting here trying to argue. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
He's
Nah,
done.
fuck you. My cousin's gonna come over and fuck him up. Nah, he's done. Piece of shit.
Shit, y'all just railroad the shit out of me here. Fucking ain't even no stenographer. Tired of this stupid ass shit.
He said there's fucking not even a stenographer here, bro. She's on Zoom. You didn't know that everybody uses Zoom now? She doesn't need to be here. She's in bed. She just finished in her freedom. Guess what? In her nice freedom, she just finished making herself a nice little breakfast. Now she's on her laptop and writing down the vulgar shit you saying. And she's free to do whatever she wants. You're in prison. So, I mean, who's the piece of shit here?
Thank you, Ms. Carey.
You're welcome. I don't know why women do that high pitched shit when they're nervous. You're welcome. Like, oh, everything's fine. When they're nervous as shit. I don't know why, but sweetie, you don't gotta be nervous of Mr. Yohn. I know he did all that shit to that older woman, but guess what? He's a bitch. You could probably fuck him up. She could probably fuck him up. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. She could probably fuck him up. She could probably mess him up. Anyways, we're gonna move forward, people. I have another one, and it's basically him being, surprised that he got sent to jail. It's the verdict being read after his little blow up. It's quite interesting. So let's go ahead and check this out. The fact that he seems, surprised is surprising. So, anyways, let's go ahead and check this shit out. It's pretty good.
So in the matter of People versus Bradley S. Yohn, the record will show that the defendant and the state's attorneys are present. All 12 jurors are present in the jury box, and it looks as though juror number 78 is foreman. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, and has the jury arrived at a verdict?
We have.
Sounds like a black guy.
Would you please hand all of the verdict forms to the bailiff?
I'm curious, if you're judged by your peers, right? If you're judged by your peers, does that mean that, like, if it's a predominantly white area, right? Say there's like 13% blacks, 70% whites, and another 13 Hispanic, and another 25 whatever, right? I know the math is off. The math ain't mathing. But when they select a jury, do they have to get a sample size of that 13%? So say 13% is like 2 black people, and then it's like 7. Wait, how many jurors are there? I think it's 12, right? And there's like 7 white folks and then like 1 Hispanic. Is it like that, or do they just randomly grab people? That's what I'm curious about, because if it's of your peers, then it would have to be the people you run into more often. I don't know. I was just curious. You guys let me know how jury selection works. I don't really know.
Deputy Clerk, please publish the verdicts.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of home invasion with a dangerous weapon.
Bro, what is that? What did you really expect something else? He dropped his head hard. Like this was the craziest news. Like he really did a good job. Bro, shut the fuck up and go to jail. This bro is weird now. He's just, well, I already said that. He's just the weirdest.
With a dangerous weapon. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of home invasion, criminal sexual assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated kidnapping. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated vehicular hijacking. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated criminal sexual assault.
That officer is looking at him. He's like, hey, act up. I dare you to fucking act up. Act up. Nah, act up. You see how heavy I am? I'm 300 pounds, bitch. I will break you. Act up. That's what you telling them. Look at Big Boy over in the corner. He's like,
We, the jury,
I wish you would act up.
Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated criminal sexual assault.
Act up. I dare
We,
you.
the
I'll
jury,
fuck you
find
up
the
right here.
defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of residential burglary.
Thank you. Mr. Yohn, do you wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, please.
Clerk, would you please poll the jurors?
Juror number 33, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 15, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 50, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 84, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 78, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 46, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 87, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 58, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 72, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 2, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 43, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 80, were these then and are these now your verdicts?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're toasted. You're cooked. You're overcooked. You're, you know, that chicken when they grill it too far, and it's like at first it's a good char mark, and then after that it's just burnt. He's cooked. He's burnt. Burned, bro. You're fucked.
To the members of the jury, the court wishes to express appreciation for your services as jurors in this case. Other than military service, jury service is one of the highest duties of American citizenship. When this country won its independence, trial by jury became the keystone of our system of justice, the connecting link between the courts and the people. It is one of the blessings of a free society. There is no.
I mean, as free as it's gonna get, y'all. A free society? Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna get into my conspiracies, but it's somewhat of a free society. Somewhat, kinda. Not really. Not at all. You know, but, you know, we're not going to talk about none of that. But, yeah, you know, good riddance, boy. Get that ginger up out of here. If you're a ginger, you got a gray. If you got a red beard, red hair, you may want to think about changing that color up because your boy just ruined it for all gingers out there. I'm just saying. He ruined it for all of us.
No more sacred public trust than to be chosen as a juror to try a case, to sit in judgment on the acts and motives of one's fellow man. The law, which is the court's duty to declare, is found with comparative ease, but the facts of the cases of which you as jurors are the exclusive judges are nowhere written, are usually in dispute, and are found only after the jurors have determined the truth from evidence before them. No case is easily decided and considering that some 95% of all civil and criminal cases are settled before they reach a jury. Juries such as yours are called upon to serve on only those that were impossible to otherwise resolve. I make these remarks upon discharging you from further service in this case, not only in appreciation of your service here, but also to give due recognition to the exalted character of jury service in every case. You have been taken from your daily routines for this task, and I thank you for your patience and thoughtfulness throughout this process.
Hell yeah.
You were told throughout your jury service that you were not to discuss the case with anyone. That no longer applies. But you have the right not to discuss your jury service or the case with anyone if you so choose, or to choose to discuss the case if that is your preference. I will make myself available in a few minutes in the jury room if you have any questions about the process or comments about the experience that you would like to share. However, you are not in any way obligated to stay and may leave at this time.
Yeah, you know, fuck that. As he said, and may leave at this time, you would heard the door go, I'm out this bitch. You mean to tell me you had me over here for 2 weeks and you're not even going to pay me for it? No, I'm out this bitch. I'm out this hoe. I'm going.
I may also send out a survey to ask for information about your experience. I would appreciate it if you would share your thoughts, but again, you can do so at your leisure and if you so desire. You are hereby discharged as jurors, and I thank you again for your service. Thank you.
Let's go. Up out of here. Up out of here. The scum of the earth has been removed, folks. And I will see you guys for sentencing. You know, the sentencing gets a little wild too. He has a few outbursts and shit. It's gonna be good. The Yohn content is pretty crazy. But anyways, my lovely, beautiful people, go check out the Instagram, go subscribe to the Patreon, show some love, and more importantly, tell me the topics that you're obsessed with. You know what I mean? Tell me the topics you can't get out your head. Tell me the topics you guys want me to cover, because we gonna go covering. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But until then, people, I love you guys. Stay inside. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out of here.